Day One Journey, episode 1298, dealing with grief. So, a very good friend asked me today, what would Silver say about dealing with grief? Silver is the part within me that is 90, 100 years old, sitting back on his rocking chair, reflecting about life, and reminds me of the helpful and healthy perspective how to see things. So what would he say about grief? Well, first of all, since he's old, he's seen so much in his life, so he experienced grief. Yeah. But what does he say? So I think, well, first of all, right now in my life, well, I can't say I dealt with a lot of grief, and I'm extremely grateful to have an amazing family. Everybody's good, everybody's well. But I think the one thing that I'd say to my friend, that I did say to her, was, what would they say? Yeah. It can be your dad, your close family member, someone. What would they say to you? I think about 2-3 years ago, there was a guy I knew, and I sent him a Facebook message. I think I said, I was looking, I think I went to ask him a question, so I looked him out on Facebook, and then I sort of realized he killed himself. Wow, that was like, wow. And even though I wasn't close to him, and I wouldn't necessarily call it grief, but I just imagined him, what he would say to me. I recalled very nice memories, and I would actually imagine him just sitting next to me, joking around. He knows he died, and well, I guess he doesn't want to talk about these things. He just, he's just curious about what I'm doing. He's extremely supportive, and well, I guess I chose to think about the best version of him come to life. But it wasn't what I said to my friend. Well, the thing that I said to my friend, I think can be very powerful. I asked her 2 questions. I asked her, what would he say to you right now? His best version of himself. What would he say to you right now? And I think we both agreed that he would want her to just move on with her life, and not necessarily forget about him, but I don't think he wants to be a burden. And then I also switched it around. I asked her, what would you say if you were in his shoes? I think it's a very powerful question. What would you say if you just died? what would you say to your loved ones? What piece of advice, what would you say to them if you could talk to them after you die? I personally don't want them to worry too much about me. Yeah, I'm in a safe place, a different place. I have my own, of course, uh, business with myself, being true to myself at the end of my life. But this is between me and myself. I wouldn't, let's say, my children, I, I wouldn't want them to worry too much. I would want them to go full in on their dreams, their lives. I'd want them to know that I'm proud of them. I would want them to know that I will always be there for them. They can always imagine me on their shoulder, watching what they do. Give them some advice, just whispering, maybe motivational quotes, and kind words, of course. I think life can be unpredictable. It's part of life. Sometimes it's our time to go. And, well, I will summarize with this. This is by no ways professional advice, just my raw ideas and feelings about it. But as I see it, being sad and experiencing grief, it's of course quite tough, and I guess it's very natural for us to just be, feel sad and just understand that this person is no longer with us. And I think it's important to go through this process. Yeah, through this understanding, I think it's okay to experience these feelings. But I think this exercise of thinking what they would say, or what we would say if we were in their shoes, what we would say to us, I think this can give us sometimes empowering perspective about the situation. Because, yeah, I think if they loved us and we care about them and they cared about us, I think they want the best for us. And what is the best for us? If not living our life to the fullest, not being chained to the past, but moving forward. Have a good day, day one. See you tomorrow.